Hello, Joel Tadman here from Golf Monthly, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different to what we normally do on our video content. We are going to try and find out if a Tour Pro caddy can really help you lower your scores. I'm someone who doesn't really think much when it comes to strategy, especially off the tee. I'll normally just hit driver, chip it out from the trees, and then try and knock the flag out, maybe even hold a putt for a par. So we're going to try and find out if having a professional caddy could essentially make you think a little bit smarter around the golf course, and how that might translate into saving, you know, one or two shots here or there, which really does make a difference to your round. So we're going to be going to West Wilts Golf Club. We're going to be meeting Nick Mumford, who is caddy for Ricardo Guiva. Apologies if I've pronounced that wrong. But he is a professional golfer on the European Tour. It's somewhere I've not played before, so I'm going in there completely blind. So hopefully he will have some really good advice for you guys and for me to help me navigate around the course a little bit smarter, hopefully save a few shots, and hopefully you can use that advice in your round at the weekend. So hopefully he's already been out mapping the course and reading the greens and noting the pin positions down. I'm not sure he would have done that, but he still should have some pretty good advice for me. So let's go and meet him. Hey Nick, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Nice to meet you. You looking forward to this?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm quite excited.
This is a bit lighter than what you're used to, isn't it?
Very much. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thanks for that.
Right, we've come back into the clubhouse here. It started raining, but it's been good because I had some time to talk to Nick Mumford, the caddy. That's him there, chatting to photographer Kevin Murray. So we are just talking about what he needs to know to help me get around this quite quirky golf course. Looks like there's a lot of short par fours. Nick says the key to playing this course well and scoring well is the par three. So I'm going to endeavour to hit some good shots on those holes. Nick's been saying he needs to know how far I hit my clubs, what kind of misses I have in my game, what my shot shape is. So I've told him all that. Hopefully, if I can play well, we'll assess some sort of strategy where we can get our way around this golf course in a relatively low number of shots. He says if you've got a dodgy short game, which mine is a little bit questionable, we need to be playing to the middle of greens, two putting, so we'll definitely be doing that today. Looks like the rain stopped, so we're going to head up to the first tee and see if we can put a decent number together.
The difference a caddy makes, Joel. What do you think?
After three, this is incredible. It's just making me think a lot clearer about where I need to be and the side I need to miss, although I'm not listening to what he says in the right place. But around the greens, it's just giving me more of a visualisation of the type of shot I need to hit, and 2 under after three, so it's going well so far. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Really helpful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Right, let's get on a plane. Much needed. Now I'm going to give you some feedback about what it was like to have Nick Mumford, European Tour Caddie, come around with me for 18 holes. I mean, ultimately I'd say his input on my shot selection and strategy and things like that was invaluable, and I would guess or assume that it saved me probably 3 or 4 shots in my round. Definitely off the tee again with lines, picking the side of the fairway that is away from the trouble. Often I would just aim down the middle and hope I'd hit a straight shot, whereas you're trying to give yourself a greater margin for error, and the way you're going to do that is by favouring the side of the fairway that's away from the trouble, and also hitting onto greens on chip shots. Taking that low tariff option is definitely the way to go, especially if you're a mid to high handicapper, but also for me as well, just taking that big number out of play is a really good way of making sure you keep your score going. Sometimes a bogey on a difficult hole is not a bad score. Other things that I really liked about what Nick was doing, that he's often called me off a shot if I wasn't quite comfortable or if the wind got up, and that's something that you guys can learn from. If you're over a shot and the wind changes, or you're not quite sure if you're aimed in the right place, don't be afraid to step back, have a look at your line, restart your routine, settle over the ball again, and hopefully you're going to be in a better place mentally to hit a proper golf shot. Obviously having someone that you like and get on with on the bag really helps, and talking to him between shots, not thinking about golf all the time, talking about other stuff away from golf between shots really helped us. We started birdie par birdie, ended up 4 over I think for my round, so but that's one thing he was really keen to talk about, was obviously staying in the present. The most important shot is the next shot. Don't dwell on any bad shots that have gone before. And even when we started making a few bogeys, he was really keen to just focus on the next shot. Don't dwell on what's happened before, and that's obviously really helped my mental state of mind going into the next shot moving forward. My experience with Nick started great. Obviously I birdied the first, but that was only because he persuaded me to hit a hybrid off the first tee when I was going to hit a driver. It's a quite reachable par 4, the first here at West Wilts Golf Club. I fancied going for it as a bunker guard in the front of the green, but I thought even going in that bunker would be a good up and down for birdie, but he persuaded me to hit a hybrid right in between 2 bunkers, only a 15-yard gap, but I hit it perfectly right in between the bunkers, had 75 yards to the green, to the flag, knocked it up there pretty stiff, knocked it in for a birdie, and straight away you realise that his experience and advice is invaluable to plotting your way around the course. Obviously your goal around the course is to hit the best possible shot you can on every shot, and think clearly on every shot, and have the right thought process and strategy on every shot, and only a European Tour Caddie with that level of experience is going to make you think in the right way for every shot. So hopefully you found his advice helpful, hopefully you found this vlog helpful. I appreciate you're not going to be able to have a European Tour Caddie with you on every medal round that you play, but hopefully you've learned some things from my experiences with Nick that you can use in your round. Who knows, it might only save you 1 shot, but that 1 shot is obviously invaluable. It could be the difference between making buffer or not, or getting cut or hitting buffer. So, every shot around the golf course is crucial, and your course management is a really important way you can do that. That's all from here, from West Wilts. I hope you enjoyed that, but for now, it's goodbye.